Most people have been home for the past year, and our dogs have gotten very accustomed to us being there. And particularly for people who have adopted a dog in the past year, so now your dog really has no experience of you not being home all the time, and that could become a problem. So there's a couple things that you can do in that regards, and I think it's always real important to remember that the key to dealing with separation anxiety is always going to rely largely with training. So for example, one of the things that we often tell people is, dogs, they watch our movements and they start to key off what we're doing. They know the stuff that we do before we leave the house. So you put on your shoes, you pick up your keys, you grab your cell phone, whatever it may be. Like they're used to seeing that. And for dogs that have separation anxiety, that becomes a trigger. So one of the things that we recommend people do is start going through that whole process and then don't go anywhere. And then just sit down on the couch and watch TV or do whatever you're gonna do. But what you're doing as you do that over and over and over again is you're desensitizing them to that trigger. On the other end of things, what often happens is people come home to their dog with separation anxiety, and of course the dog is sort of frantic and jumping up and down and so excited to see you. It's in our nature to then greet them and try and calm them down and tell them what a good dog they are. The problem with doing that is that in many cases what we're doing is we're actually just reinforcing bad behavior. If the dog is frantic and jumping all over the place and barking and whining, and then we're giving them treats and petting them and telling them what a good dog they are, what we're doing is we're telling them that is the behavior that we want them to do. So again, we're trying to get rid of these behaviors, not reinforce them. And you know what, as people, we are unfortunately very good at inadvertently reinforcing bad behavior in our dogs. It's just something that we do. God knows I have been guilty of that as well. So what you do on that end is when you come home and your dog's bouncing off the walls, you completely ignore them. You completely ignore them for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it takes for them to just calm down and start acting like a regular dog again. And the second they do that, then you praise them, then you give them a treat, then you tell them what a great dog they are. Now you're telling them, this is the behavior that I want you to do. This is the behavior that's going to get you the reward that you're looking for. With dogs, it's really just about communicating with them in a way that they can understand what it is that we want. And we as people are not always particularly good at that. I mean, if it's really bad, working with a trainer is a very, very good idea. There absolutely are supplements out there that can be beneficial, whether it's something like Canine Comfort or something like CBD or a number of other herbal supplements out there. But it's important to remember that any supplement or even any pharmaceutical is really just going to be sort of an adjunctive thing to that training and behavioral modification. No supplement or no medication is going to make separation anxiety go away as a standalone treatment.